Shortly, all the guests are requested to keep their phones on silent mode and avoid unnecessary movements. Students will be dispersed only after the function is over. Therefore, parents are requested not to leave the children or request to keep them away during the program. You are also requested not to come forward to take photographs and record videos. The program is being recorded and photos are being clicked. The selected photos will be uploaded on the ERP and we will also have the option to get the same later on CDs.
He has attended all prestigious courses, including the Defense Service Staff College and the Higher Command course. He is a keen sports person and is presently holding the appointment of Commandant of RIMC Doon.
We will now request our director, Mr. Harinder Singh Maan, to present a token of our love and affection to the Chief Guest Colonel Riverside. Request our Honorable Principal, Mr. Dilip George, and Vice Principal, Mrs. Anju Verma, to present a token of our reverence to our beloved Chairman, Mr. D.S. Maan, and Founder Principal, Mrs. M.K. Maan. To celebrate a very important day in the calendar of Doon International School Riverside campus. The DIS Riverside campus always strives to provide the best environment to the students so that we may blossom into well-groomed personalities.
DIS started its legacy back in the year 1993 with the establishment of City Campus, after which Mohali campus was founded in 2004. Followed by the state-of-the-art Riverside campus in 2015 and the new Chandigarh campus in 2021.
Today, our students a treat to the eyes. The entire campus reverberates with the musical beats and the mood is one of festivity. To bless this morning even further, we invoke Goddess Saraswati by lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom.
We request our Honorable Chief Guest, Colonel Vikram Kadyal, Chairman Sir Mr. D.S. Maan, Founder Principal Mrs. M.K. Maan, Directors Mr. H.S. Maan and Mrs. Sonika Maan, and the Principal Mr. Dilip George to light the ceremonial lamp.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we extend a warm welcome to you all through a musical presentation. Music is therapeutic to the body and the soul. The talented musicians of the Riverside have combined various melodies and created this musical symphony called Crescendo. It is an amalgamation of Western and Indian classical music. The musical fusion created by tabla and drums, congo and clapbox, harmonium and keyboard, ukulele and shakers, and of course the three types of guitars: electric, bass and acoustic. What more can we ask for in this pleasant and festive environment? Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath for the grand musical symphony performed by the students of the Riverside.
A huge round of applause for that melodious rendition. The melodious notes have rendered almost a divine quality to the entire campus. Throwing light on the qualities of a good leader, Ronald Reagan once said, "The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He's the one that gets the people to do the greatest things." On that note, we take this opportunity to request our principal, Mr. Dilip George, the rock behind the Riverians, to address the August gathering.
This excitement and the support is what is going to make our children perform or do much better. So while they clear up, let me first start with apologizing for the delay in the start of the event. It was just unexpected to have a traffic congestion, I think, near Nandaki Chowki, and that's what delayed the program. But I am very hopeful that we will end the program as scheduled itself and as it was informed to the parents. I know many of you have already planned your travel back, especially the borders, but I'm sure we will be in time for that. Let me start by welcoming the Honorable Chief Guest, Colonel Vikram Kadian, the members of the School Management Committee, distinguished guests, parents, staff members, and dear students. On behalf of my Riverside team, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you to the 7th Founders Day celebrations. As the principal of the school, I feel very honored and proud to be standing before you. Proud to be heading an institution which within a span of 7 years has made its mark and is now counted amongst the top 10 schools in even northern part of the country. I'm sure that most parents would be following our social media pages and the ERP communication that we keep updating you with. But I would take this opportunity to share some of the highlights of the year gone by. The first biggest challenge as soon as we reopened after the pandemic was the board examinations with the new pattern, 2-term examinations, the impact of the online classes. But irrespective of all these challenges, our students outshined in the board examinations in 2022. Class 10 topper Priyanshu Bisht scored 95.6%, which was 79.17%. Class 12 toppers Ojas Singh Hanot and Chavi Khandelwal secured 97.6%, with the batch securing again 100% pass. The science class average was raised to 81.13%, commerce 74.69%, and the humanities class average was 81.61%. I'm proud of my team of teachers who tirelessly worked during these difficult times, especially during the pandemic, where our teachers ensured that our children did not suffer academically due to the closure of the schools. During the past couple of months, our students have been participating in several inter-school events, and in almost every event that they have participated, they have got laurels to the institution. And I'm really proud of the way our teachers are preparing the students and the hard work and the dedication that the students are putting in preparing for all these things. The Inspire Awards Manak, executed by the Department of Science and Technology along with the National Innovation Foundation, aims to motivate students in the age group of 10 to 15 years studying in classes 6 to 10. In the competition held in September 2021, among the 5 nominations and ideas submitted from our school for the Inspire Award, the concept submitted by Shwant Das of class 9 last year was selected for the next level. He is one of the few students selected from Uttarakhand to receive a sum of 10,000 from the Ministry of Science, Kumar, Imtiaz Ali and Sonu Nigam, to name a few. Over 50 sessions were held across 3 venues on the campus over 2 days, and our students got the opportunity to listen to some of the best literary personalities in our country. The first edition of TEDx Youth at DIS Riverside was organized on 11th December 2021. We had 6 speakers from various fraternities sharing their life experiences with the audience, mainly the Riverians. Euphoria 22, the first edition of DIS Riverside Inter-School Art and Cultural Festival, hosted 14 schools from Uttarakhand, especially Doon and Mussoorie. We intend to make this festival the biggest of its kind in the state to give greater exposure to our students. Excursions are an integral part of an experiential learning. During the month of March 2022, we organized excursions to Shogi, Rajgarh, Jim Corbett and Chase. With the intent of giving international exposure to our students, a 10-night and 11 days overseas trip to France, Switzerland and Italy. Now let me throw some light on our green initiatives. The Riverside family owes a big thanks to Mrs. M.K. Mann for her organic farming initiatives. We now have a greenhouse and dairy at a small scale. And our children have access to this, and that's again part of the experiential learning, where the children spend time in all these places. As a school, we are very conscious about being a green campus and also in promoting the healthy eating habits among our students. Our campus produces approximately 300 kilowatt hour of solar power every day. Almost 40% of our campus is used for horticulture, herbal garden and kitchen garden. Our STP plant recycles almost 60,000 liters of wastewater every day, which is reused in the horticulture. The school has also entered into collaboration with the Global Schools program to practice and promote the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. E-communication, e-invite, e-magazine are some of our initiatives to reduce the paper use. Now moving ahead with some of our new initiatives, we have joined hands with Chaitanya Career Counseling Cell. This student support initiative is to help our senior students with all. We've been licensed as an operator by the Duke of Edinburgh Award based in London to run the International Award for Young People, most commonly known as IAYT. I'm happy to share another milestone in the journey of Riverside campus. We had our CBSE affiliation extended to 2025, and now we are also a Cambridge school authorized to deliver the Cambridge lower primary and the lower secondary programs from 2023-24. With the addition of the international curriculum, we shall soon have an orientation program for the primary and the middle school parents to share the way forward in the coming year. Though just 7 years old, our school has already carved a niche for itself and has already become the most sought after school in Dehradun. The ever encouraging support from the school managing committee, our chairman, directors, the regular feedback from students, parents and teachers are only an acknowledgement of all our accomplishments thus far. It is a recognition of the progress made by our school that we bagged several awards and rankings this year. Our school has been ranked #1 day-cum boarding school in Uttarakhand by the prestigious Education World magazine. We've been recognized as the best day boarding school of Uttarakhand by the National School Awards. In the Times School Survey, we are listed among the top 10 co-educational boarding and day boarding schools in Northern India. Our school was adjudged first at the state level Swachh Vidyalaya Puraskar 2021-22 that has been initiated by the Ministry of Education, Government of India to recognize, inspire and celebrate the excellence in water sanitization and hygiene practice in schools. Consequent to that, we have now qualified to compete at the national level. The campus audit was already done and we are awaiting the result. And we are hopeful that we will make a mark in Uttarakhand. I also take this opportunity to reiterate how important it is for parents to be connected with the school, especially parents of the senior classes. The more you are connected and involved in the growth of the ward, the better the growth is. Our endeavor is to make every Riverian grow as a confident and responsible individual with good moral character and right values while honing their leadership skills. Today's program is one such example where out of the 550 students that we have, 438 students are going to perform on the stage or supporting in the backstage. The entire day's program has been curated by our teachers, our staff members, and with the hard work of the students with no external professional support. I take this opportunity to wish you all a happy Diwali. May the festival of lights brighten your life and bring happiness, joy and prosperity to you and your family. I request everyone present here to do your bit to celebrate Diwali in the best possible green manner to make it as pollution free as possible. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day watching rest of the performance.
All the Riverians are grateful to you for your tremendous support. Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated and passionate about what they do." It is time now to celebrate the success of our meritorious students by presenting them with the awards. Awards speak volumes about not only the winners but also their mentors and the institution where they have been trained. The awards to be presented today are not only for recognizing academic excellence but also to honor all-round performance of Riverians. To conduct the awards distribution ceremony, we would like to invite our Vice Principal, Mrs. Anju Verma.
Good afternoon, everyone. We as a school feel highly privileged and honored to acknowledge the achievements of our brilliant students who have made both the school and their parents proud. Succeeding in life is as simple as being a good student. All you have to do is pay attention, work hard, and give it your best shot. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin with the award ceremony, I would like to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Alok Tandon, the grandfather of one of our students who has offered to sponsor the awards this year. Thank you so much, sir, for your benevolence. Though Mr. Tandon is not present here today due to ill health, Mrs. Tandon is here amidst us. We welcome you, ma'am. To present the awards, may we request our chief guest and principal sir to kindly be on stage to receive their awards. Let us begin with class 1. Alistair Kelvin Das with 97%. Alistair is a smart and intelligent boy whose mischief keeps the class interesting. From class 2, we have Abhinav Mondas with 97.7%. Abhinav is respectful towards his teachers and peers and uses his strength to deal with things independently. From class 3, we have Avnish Jha with 92.5%. Avnish is docile in nature. He is always able to do his best because he is a methodical worker. From class 4, we have from class 4, we have Anvi Pratap with 95.8%. Anvi is a hardworking and meticulous child. She enjoys what she does and is always there to help others. From class 5, Arnavali with 97.2%. She is a disciplined and a dedicated child who never gives up easily. From class 6A, the topper is Taran Sachin Bhandurke with 90.2%. Taran is a brilliant child with an inquisitive mind. From class 7A, the topper is Sia Das with 97.9%. Sia is a high-spirited student and an all-rounder. From class 7B, the topper is Shreya Batra with 99.1%. Along with being an excellent sport achiever, she is also a great debater. From class 8A, Swajal Bhandari with 87.1% is the topper. Swajal is an articulate speaker and also a good badminton player. From class 8B, the topper is Yashika Avasti with 89.4%. Yashika has a pleasing personality. She is also a good singer. From class 9A, Sanvi Panda with 96.2%. Sanvi is a passionate learner who feels that the only key to success is hard work. From class 9B, the topper is Shwant Das with 97.8%. Shwant is a true prodigy. He is an excellent badminton and tennis player. From class 9C, Aman Negi with 95%. Aman strongly believes that nothing can substitute hard work. His hobbies include badminton and football. The class 10 topper is Riyan Shubish with 95.6%. A very soft-spoken student who has never failed to be a good role model. From class 11, science stream, Daniel Dilip George is the class topper with 94.6%. Daniel is a self-motivated, focused and disciplined student whose passion lies in mathematics and physics. Class 11 Commerce, the topper is Ashita Sharma with 85.2%. Ashita, an immensely dedicated student who is an articulate debater and a good badminton player as well. From class 11 Humanities, Abhijit Gupta is the class topper with 90%. Abhijit has an impressive personality and stands confident with what he believes in. That brings us to our senior most class. To present these awards to the CBSE Class 12 toppers, may I request our Venerable Director, Mr. H.S. Mann, to kindly join the Chief Guest and the Principal. On stage, please. Ravi Khandelwal, the class topper with 97.6%. Is a girl who possesses wonderful writing and speaking skills and worked as the editor for our school. We are really proud of you, Chavi. The topper from class 12 Commerce Group is Dhruv Serene with 92.8%. Dhruv is a very keen observer and a focused student who always made sure that his performance was consistent. The topper of class 12 science stream, Ojal Singh Manoj with 97.6%. Since Ojal could not be here, his father will be collecting his award on his behalf. Mr. Manoj. Ojas is an excellent orator who always thinks out of the box. He is now pursuing a degree course in politics and data science at the London School of Economics. We are happy to announce that Ojas is also being awarded the trophy for the Student of the Year 21-22. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish Ojas all the very best for his future. Student of the Year award also goes to Laisha Angral. Laisha has been a consistently meritorious student. A louder applause, please. She's been a consistently meritorious student and an active participant in our co-curricular activities and sports. She's presently in Delhi, preparing for IIT. We wish you the very best, Laisha, in all your endeavors. Coming now to the sports awards. The Sportsperson of the Year award for the boy goes to Suchit Singh. Suchit could not make it here. However, we would like to congratulate him. He is pursuing a BBA degree in banking, finance and insurance from MIT Pune. The Sportsperson of the Year award for the girl goes to Rehat Cheher. Relate is pursuing a B.Com degree from PES University, Bangalore, and could not make it here. However, her mother, Ms. Riverside, is here to collect the award on her behalf. Congratulations to both of you. And there will be many guesses as well. But since they are backstage, I'll just announce for the audience. I would like to end that suspense and announce that the coveted MAN Trophy for the year 21-22 has been bagged by Mandela House. May I request the House Masters, Mr. Kumar and Mr. Mukul to kindly be on the stage to receive the award on behalf of the entire house.
They are presenting the story of Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, a popular Arabian tale loved in equal measure by children as well as adults. The story revolves around Alibaba, a poor woodcutter who secretly watches as 40 thieves hide their treasures in a cave, the door to which can be opened only by the verbal command of Khulja Simpson. He later uses this magic phrase, steals riches from the cave, and well, let's not spoil the fun. So here we have 100% participation from the primary wing presenting Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
Qasim and Alibaba, who lived in a city in Persia. Ali was a good, simple, generous and an honest man who cared much about others, while Qasim had a greedy heart. Qasim was married to a rich wife and lived in plenty, while Ali Baba had to manage his life by cutting wood in a neighboring forest and selling it in the town. One day, Ali Baba was in the forest. He was busy chopping wood.
It's such a hot day. God, please help me. What's this sound I hear? Is it horses? Who could be heading into this forest on such a hot sunny day?
Ali Baba got a glimpse of men approaching on horses. They looked dangerous.
Oh my God, It seems the bandit gang is on the run. I better hide.
We have looted many precious jewels.
Yes, leader. Now it's time to celebrate.
चलत रहो, बढ़त रहो, लड़त रहो। चलत रहो, बढ़त रहो, लड़त रहो। उत्तर से दक्षिण है अपना इलाका, जंगल के राजा है किस्मत के आका। आ जाए टकराए जिसमें हो जिगरा, मच्छी का होए रब्बा ना पाका।
Ahead, men, let us enter and place our treasures inside. खुल जा सिम-सिम! बंद हो जा सिम-सिम!
Now, what in the world was that? Is that a magical cave? And what exactly is inside it? I have to find out. Khul ja sim sim. Oh Lord, I have never seen this much gold and treasures in my life. Imagine how my life can change even with a small portion of this wealth. I will take a little gold with me. I'm sure no one will find out. बंद हो जा सिम सिम.
Alibaba reached home and told everything to his wife about the 40 thieves and the treasure in the cave.
This is wonderful news. Can we take more money and buy a new house and new clothes?
No, don't be so greedy. Some wealth we will keep for us, and rest we will give to the needy people. My dear, you need not worry anymore about money, for what I hide in these bags shall buy us more riches, no more rags. Take a peek inside these bags. No longer would I have to bear with your nags. But shh, we must not tell anyone. The 40 thieves are very dangerous men.
It seems so heavy. How did you lug this around all day? Let me measure it. How much does it weigh? I'll just borrow the scales from Qasim's house. Can you lend me your scales, please?
Yes, sure. Why not?
Qasim's wife was curious to find out what sort of grain Nazreen wished to measure. She went inside to get the scales and stuck a blob of wax in the bottom to find out. Nasreen used the scales to measure the weight of gold Alibaba had brought and returned the scales unsuspectingly to Qasim's wife.
You know what your brother has got? Gold and treasure, for which his wife asked our scales to measure. I found a gold coin stuck at the bottom.
Oh, great! I'm going to ask him about this treasure of gold. You pretend to be poor and yet you measure gold? I must know where to find this treasure. Otherwise, I will make sure that you lose it all.
Alibaba, more out of kindness than fear, told him of the cave and the very words to use. Alibaba and Qasim huddled together as Alibaba secretly told about the cave to Qasim. Next morning, Qasim set out with 10 horses loaded with great chests. He soon found the place and the door in the rock.
Khulja Sim. Oh my goodness! So much gold and so many riches. This could last for 7 generations and more. Look at this golden statue and that beautiful delicate bowl of gold and oh, these precious jewels, the rubies and emeralds. Had I been Alibaba, I would never reveal this cave to anyone. He is such a fool, that brother of mine. That's enough wealth for one day. I'll come again soon. Okay, cave, open now.
In his excitement, he forgot the magical words to open the cave.
Kholo bin bin? No, I think it was Khuljarim Jim. What? Oh no, God, please help me remember. Arey, Khuljarim Jim? Oh no, I'm stuck here. Help, someone, anyone, get me out of here.
Qasim was found inside the cave by the bandits and killed even before he opened his mouth to explain. When Qasim did not return home, his wife was worried and she went to Alibaba.
Nasreen, Alibaba, listen, Qasim has not come back home yet. Do you know where he could be? I'm worried sick about him.
Do not worry, he's a jolly good fellow. Must be partying with some friends. I am sure. You go home and relax. I'll get him back home soon.
Alibaba knew that Qasim would be in the magical cave. However, when Ali entered the cave, he saw his brother lying dead on the ground. He returned home to Qasim's wife to break the sad news.
Alibaba, why are you alone? Where is Qasim? What happened?
My dear brother is dead. He has been killed by the cave bandits. I should have never spoken to him about it. Oh, how I wish Qasim was alive.
Meanwhile, the bandits visited the cave again and seeing Qasim's body missing from there, realized that there was someone else who knew about this secret hiding place. Their investigation led them to Alibaba's house. The chief visited Alibaba disguised as an oil merchant.
Hello, my friend. I am an oil merchant. I have come a long way. May I please stay here tonight? I have jugs full of oil. I heard that you are the richest merchant in town. Maybe you would like to buy some.
Yes, you are most welcome here. You may place the oil jugs in the storeroom for the night. You must be tired. Please take some rest while my wife prepares food for you.
Alibaba asked his wife Nasreen and the cook Margina to prepare delicious food to welcome the merchant. While Margina was preparing food, she heard some muffled noises coming from the oil jars. Being clever, she soon understood there were thieves inside the jugs instead of oil. Along with cooking the meal, she also cooked up a plan to get rid of the thieves.
Come, dear merchant. You look well rested. Hope you are ready for a lavish meal. But first, let us celebrate our friendship with some dance and music.
While the merchant was lost in celebrations, Margina boiled some oil in a big cauldron and poured it into all the jars one by one. All 40 thieves were killed. When the chief realized his gang is dead, he fled the town. And thus, Alibaba and his family lived happily ever after.
Thank you, sir. Now, the senior school and middle school students of dearest Riverside campus will unfold the life of the enlightened one, the Buddha. Through this dance drama, we will be able to witness what led to the transformation of Prince Siddhartha into Lord Buddha. We now present in front of you the legend of Buddha. I would especially like to mention here that this is completely an in-house presentation, conceptualized, scripted and directed by the staff and the students of Riverside campus. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the musical dance drama, Buddha Katha.
सत्य कथा पुरुषार्थ कथा सुनो सुनो सिद्धार्थ कथा सत्य कथा पुरुषार्थ कथा सुनो सुनो सिद्धार्थ कथा चढ़ते सूरज सा तेजवान वो कीर्तिमान हुंकार भरे जब कूच करे थर थर कांपे आसमान वो राजपुत्र वो शूरवीर पर्वत को भेद दे उसके तीर शांति का स्रोत करुणा की धार निर्झर झरे मन से अपार वो राजपुत्र वो शूरवीर पर्वत को भेद दे उसके तीर है शाक्य वंश का वो तारा जगमग है जिससे जग सारा सत्य कथा पुरुषार्थ कथा सुनो सुनो सिद्धार्थ कथा
In the foothills of Himalaya, there lived King Suddhodana with his virtuous wife Mahamaya. blessings of the Lord were showered upon the family when the queen gave birth to a baby boy who later ruled the hearts of millions worldwide. Kingdom of Kapilvastu, kingdom of glory and grace.
नगरी है ये कपिलवस्तु की, जहाँ रानी महामाया ने एक सुंदर एवं अद्भुत बालक को जन्म दिया है।
मरोड़ी कलाई मोरी, मरोड़ी कलाई मोरी, हाँ कलाई मोरी, हाँ कलाई मरोड़ी कलाई मोरी, चूड़ी चटकाई इतराई तो चोरी से गरबा लगाई, हरी ये चुनरिया जो झटके से छीनी, रंग दो लाल नंद के लाल लाल, छेड़ो नहीं बस रंग दो लाल मोहे, रंग दो मोहे रंग दो
I'm so grateful to the Almighty for blessing me with this precious jewel.
Oh, my son, oh, my prince, the heir to my throne.
Few days after the birth of the little prince, who was named Siddharth, a renowned astrologer visited the kingdom of Kapilvastu. He was invited by the king to bless the prince.
Long live the king. I can clearly foresee that the prince will be a great leader. He could grow up to be a great king, or he could be a great holy man. You see, king, if Prince Siddharth sees old age, sickness and death, long for unanswered questions and take up the life of a holy man. But one thing is certain, he will surely be great. The world will rejoice.
कल भविष्य से अवगत ऋषि ने विधि का विधान था बता दिया। जो राजकुमार था पूरी नगरी का, उसे दीन दुनिया से था छिपा दिया।
No, please, don't say that. My son will only take over the throne of Kapilvastu. His duty is to look after his subjects and live the life of a king.
My Siddharth is a royal prince. He is born to live a life of luxury and not that of a monk. Move heaven and earth to prove the prophecy wrong.
Maharaj, please do not stress over it. We would surely find a way out. We would surround the prince with palaces and beautiful gardens. We would ensure that he is always happy and never witnesses any disease or decay.
सुंदर बगीचों और महल की अद्भुत चकाचौंध से राजा शुद्धोधन हर दुख और पीड़ा को राजकुमार सिद्धार्थ से दूर कर देते हैं और हर बीमारी तथा जीवन के कटु सत्य को भी सौंदर्य से परिपूर्ण कर देते हैं।
Time passes and the baby prince turns out to be a handsome young man.
Today is a day of celebration as my son and your prince is getting married to an able princess.
Not only able, but the most beautiful princess, Yashodhara. Let us bless them and celebrate their union.
With the passage of time, Prince Siddharth is not only married, but also becomes father to a baby who everyone calls Rahul. But there is an urge in Siddharth to see the outside world.
पुत्र रत्न की प्राप्ति के पश्चात और हर सांसारिक सुख की सुखद अनुभूति प्राप्त करने के बाद राजकुमार सिद्धार्थ बाहरी दुनिया को देखने के लिए लालायित हो उठते हैं।
Father, since childhood I have been inside the walls. Soon I'll be the king of Kapilvastu. I should know my people and my kingdom. Please allow me to visit my subjects and experience the outside world.
No, son. Stay away from the world outside.
Please, my lord, I assure you that Channa will be with me all the time.
My lord, with your permission, I promise to look after the prince and will bring him back safely.
With a heavy heart, the king gives permission to Siddharth. He instructed his ministers that everyone should look happy and glorious, with no one lamenting. The kingdom should look beautiful. However, destiny takes its own course. Prince Siddharth leaves with Channa for the new experience of his life. And on the way, he comes across 4 sights which changed his life completely.
दुखी मन से पिता ने दे दिया नगर भ्रमण का वरदान। सुख समृद्धि में जो पला बढ़ा, जीवन के आंतरिक दुखों से था जो अनजान। आज चला है अपनी नगरी, देखो क्या क्या उसे होता है भान।
Channa, who is he? Prince, he's an old man.
Old man? What do you mean old?
Whosoever has taken birth grows old with time. This is a stage of human life.
What happened to you?
पुत्र, तुम कौन हो? ये दया है तुम्हारी जो तुम मुझसे वार्तालाप कर रहे हो। अन्यथा कोई मनुष्य मेरे समीप भी नहीं आता।
He is our beloved prince, Siddharth.
राजकुमार, आप भी जय हो।
Channa, as he comes closer to me, he stings. What is all this stink? What has happened to him?
Dear prince, he is diseased.
Diseased? What's that?
He has leprosy. It's a disease that affects the limbs first and then the whole body. The disease will soon kill him. He will die.
What do you mean die?
You see that, prince?
That's a strange sight indeed. A man asleep on a narrow bed. Why are they carrying him? And where are they taking him?
That is called a corpse. Prince, he is dead and will never rise again. That's what the diseased man will soon become. That's what everybody must sooner or later become.
Everybody? You mean my beloved parents will die one day? Also my loving wife and son? And you, Channa? You will die too?
Me? Me too? Unfortunately, yes. This is the truth of life. Let these sights not disturb your happiness. Let's go back to the palace.
On his way back to the palace, Prince Siddharth is visibly moved by all the dreadful sights he had seen that day. His mind was occupied with deep thoughts after discovering the bitter reality of life. He felt lost and could only see darkness in front of his eyes.
इन भयानक दृश्यों को देखने के बाद सिद्धार्थ गहरी सोच में पड़ गए। अब वे जीवन के कटु सत्य को जान गए थे।
across a priest who seems to be lost in his devotion to the Lord. Siddhartha becomes curious and approaches him. He bows down to touch his feet.
दीर्घायु हो पुत्र, तुम्हारे स्वर्ण मुख का तेज मुझे यह साफ साफ बता रहा है कि तुम भविष्य में जीवन तथा मृत्यु पर विजय प्राप्त करोगे। इतिहास में तुम्हारा नाम स्वर्ण अक्षरों में अंकित होगा।
Channa, what a wonderful being he is. So peaceful, so satisfied.
He is a man of God. He has dedicated himself to the service of Lord Almighty. He exists only to serve the Lord and pray for humanity.
राजकुमार सिद्धार्थ उत्तेजित हो उठते हैं। पहले 3 दृश्यों से वह इतने प्रभावित हो उठते हैं कि सांसारिक सुखों से उन्हें विरक्ति हो जाती है। उनके मस्तिष्क में तरह तरह के प्रश्न जागृत होते हैं। लाख जतन कर यशोधरा भी उन्हें संतुष्टि प्रदान नहीं कर पाती हैं।
My prince, what is disconcerting your peaceful mind?
Never have I dealt with more difficult questions. What is life?
How it starts and why it ends? What is pain? What is death? What happens to one after death? What is...
Prince, life is beautiful. Look around and experience the ecstasy. We have everything. Your life, in fact our life, is like lush green garden full of mesmerizing flowers. Pain has no definition in our being.
Not in our life. Yet to come, yet to be discovered, Yashodhara.
Oh, good to see you, Channa. Only you can calm his agitated mind.
Channa, I am leaving. I need to find truth and peace. I expect you to help me move out of the palace.
No, my lord. I cannot do this injustice to my honorable king and your royal family.
I have to discover the truth, without which I will not be able to survive. I promise you, I will be back after I accomplish my desire.
Channa, with a heavy heart, agrees to help Siddhartha. He glances at his wife and son sleeping peacefully. Their love tugs at his heart and pulls him back. But he breaks away and moves out. Siddhartha passes through several villages. He makes his way through deep forests. Sleep and hunger elude him. He keeps moving on.
शून्य
on his way, he finds a sage practicing samadhi. He is quite enchanted by the look of tranquility and composure on the sage's face. He decides to practice the same and begins to search for the right spot. His search takes him across the Niranjana river to a forest where he finds the banyan tree and starts meditating under it. However, he is wrought with innumerable distractions and disturbances.
हर्षित है मन और शांत है चित्त, सत्य की खोज करती हर पल विचलित। वन कुटीर धन लोभ सब त्याग दिया, आ पहुँचे निरंजना के तीर। मन मग्न हो ध्यान लगा बैठे, बोधि वृक्ष की छाँव में। कल्पना भी मुश्किल है करना, कितनी थी बाधाएं इस राह में।
The Buddha. Buddha opens his eyes and feels the ecstasy of peace within him. He appears to be glowing with inner peace. Noticing his radiance, people started gathering near the Bodhi tree. Buddha preached for the first time and shared the Four Noble Truths.
बुद्ध परम आनंद का अनुभव करते हुए पहली बार उपदेश देते हैं और 4 आर्य सत्य को साझा करते हैं।
Dukh, meaning pain and misery, is an integral part of all living beings. The cause of pain lies in our desires. Pain can be eliminated from our lives through renunciation. Liberate yourself from desires and be free from pain. संताप अभिन्न अंग है जीवन का, तथा हम सभी जीव
इसे किसी न किसी रूप में अनुभव करते हैं। इच्छाओं का होना दुख का कारण है और इसका निवारण तत्व है त्याग। सत्कर्म और समर्पण मुक्ति का मार्ग है। लिबरेशन फ्रॉम पेन एंड मिजरी कैन बी अचीव्ड by following the eightfold path, which is right view,
सही दृष्टिकोण,
right thought,
सही सोच,
right speech,
सही वाणी,
right action,
सही कर्म,
right livelihood,
सही आजीविका,
right effort,
सही प्रयास,
right mindfulness,
सही चेतना,
right concentration,
सही एकाग्रता,
Right view and right thought suggest that we see things as they are and not as we would like them to be.
सही वाणी तथा सही कर्म हमें असत्य से बचाकर सत्कर्म करने की प्रेरणा देते हैं। सही आजीविका वह है कि जिससे किसी को हानि ना पहुंचे। सही प्रयास, चेतना एवं एकाग्रता अर्थात अहम को समाप्त कर परम आनंद की सीढ़ी चढ़ना और सत्य के मार्ग पर चल ईश्वर को प्राप्त करना, यही है कुंजी मुक्ति की, सत्य की, परम आनंद की।
Right mindfulness and right concentration lead to the path of liberation from pain. By following this eightfold path, we can achieve nirvana, eternal peace.
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि। बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि। बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि। बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि। बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि।
We
have recently recovered from a disastrous pandemic, we should realize the need of the hour. Realize that the principles of Buddha can not only help us to survive, but also discover the truth of life, the truth of self, the truth of existence. हर समय में जागृत और जागरूक रहना एक अच्छे जीवन के लिए आवश्यक है। यह हम कई तरीकों से कर सकते हैं, जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है ध्यान। ध्यान के द्वारा ब्रह्मांड के साथ एकता का आभास होता है। उसमें प्रत्येक रचना का सम्मान करने की भावना एवं निस्वार्थता की भावना का विकास होता है। मैं से हम की ओर बढ़ते हुए, बुद्ध की ओर बढ़ते हुए।
Put in by the Riverside. Mr. Harinder Singh Maan, a renowned educationalist and our mentor, is known for innovation in the field of education. He is someone every Riverian looks up to. Sheer strength of character, discipline, strength of mind, willingness to strive for education, and enthusiastic nature define Mr. Maan. A director par excellence, a man who is exemplary of the proverb, actions speak louder than words, and a man who is extremely humble and the diadem of Riverside. I now request our very own Harry Sir to address the audience.
Very good afternoon to everyone who has made the effort of being here with us today on this occasion of the 7th Founders Day. And thank you for those very kind words. Last year, when the world was struggling with COVID, a program of this magnitude was the last thing we would have thought possible. Today, it's such a pleasure to see all of you who've come here from different parts of the country to join us for these celebrations of our Founders Day and to watch your children perform on stage. These children are the ones who've suffered significantly over the last 2 years. A school is a place where children flower. A school is a place where they go and thrive. A school is a place where they meet their friends, engage in meaningful activities, the transfer of learning takes process, and they grow up in a happy, healthy atmosphere. Unfortunately, due to the COVID crisis, they lost 2 very, very valuable years of their schooling life. Unfortunately, that's not something that we can do anything about. We can only move on from there and try and make sure that those 2 lost years are made up for in the right earnest by all of us at the school. 7 years ago, when the school was founded, it was founded on some very basic principles. It was the culmination of a dream to set up a school that is, if not ideal, but very close to ideal as a learning atmosphere for our children, whether it is in terms of the infrastructure, whether it is in terms of the quality of the teachers, whether it is in terms of the environmental setting, whether it is in terms of the curriculum, or whether it is in terms of the positive attitude of every single person associated with this school. And dear parents, you're a very, very important part of that dream. Schools can go only so far. While we have a dream, parents have to play an equal role in making sure that we fulfill that dream of making our children independent, capable, happy, positive children who excel not only in the classroom but also outside it, and children who will go out when they pass out of here and carve a niche for themselves in their chosen fields. And what do we need to do to make sure that happens? We need to make sure that our children are happy. Primarily, that's the first thing every school needs to do. We need to make sure that the children are happy where they are. And only happy children will perform, whether it is in the classroom, or it is in the sporting field, or it is on a stage like this. So when our chief guest for today said how happy his children were coming to the school, I think there is no greater reward for people like us who work behind the scenes. So thank you, sir, for those very, very kind words. I think a happy parent and a happy child is what we aspire for. When we were deciding the chief guest for today's function, we could not think of a more appropriate personality than Colonel Kadyan. He heads an institution which is amongst the best, not only in this country, but across the world. The RIMC is known as one of the best military schools, not only, as I said, in India, but right across the world. And interestingly, it completes 100 years this year. And congratulations to you, sir, and your team. Secondly, a man in uniform. I think it is a great privilege for us that we are joined today by you, sir, as the chief guest. I think there is a lot to learn for all of us from men in uniform who serve the country with so much rigor and grit. So we are thankful to you for that. Thirdly, as a parent, I think parents are, as I said, are our best spokespersons. When you speak for the school, I think we cannot ask for anything more. So thank you, sir, and ma'am, who's a teacher, for coming here today. And congratulations also for bringing up two wonderful young girls who we are now privileged to have in our school. So thank you once again for being here as the chief guests. This school today is the culmination of a dream, as I said. The dream began 30 years ago on a very small scale. And Dehradun at that stage was known primarily for its boarding schools and a few convent day schools. We're all affiliated to the ICSC board. I think the dream that Mr. and Mrs. Maan, Mr. D.S. Maan and Mrs. M.K. Maan saw, that there is a requirement in this city of where officers, where government officials, where people on transfer come in and look for a CBSE school, and that was sorely lacking in this city. So in 1993, they laid the foundation stone of the Doon International School City's campus, which is today recognized as a center of excellence. And subsequently, the Doon International School name from there on has grown not only in Dehradun to 2 branches, but I'm proud to say across the country, where we have 12 different branches. It is only men of vision and aspiration who can give birth to institutions, and we are thankful to you for having seen that dream so long back. Dear parents, as I said, you have a very significant role to play in the growth of your children. Today's children are much more informed, they're much more aware, and they're much more exposed than the time we were growing up. And hence also the need to raise them differently. Today's children are questioning children. Unlike us, who heard a word of command from a teacher or parent, and we did exactly as we were told, today's children turn around and ask you why. And we need to be prepared to have those answers. And we can only have those answers if we have the courage of conviction, the courage of thinking right, and the courage of making sure that we are being role models and examples for them. So today, I exhort you, I request you that along with the school, the role that you play is going to have a very, very significant impact on what your child is going to turn out ultimately. So please be role models for them. Teach them the right values. Teach them how important it is to be good, to do good, to be a useful and productive part of society, and to grow up into a citizen that all of us, and indeed the country, can be proud of. Today, India is the youngest nation in the world, and our power will lie in our youth. And the youth is what we are raising today in schools such as this. So please join us in our mission to raise capable, confident, courageous, right-thinking, and charitable individuals. So that is something that both of us, teachers, schools, parents, have to combine and put all our energies ensuring that our children turn out to be the very best version of themselves, children who we can be extremely proud of. And as a school, I can assure you that we will never be found lacking or wanting. We are also learning continuously, we're upgrading all the time, and we welcome suggestions. Very often parents hesitate to come to my office and speak their mind about something that may be troubling them. Today on this forum, I tell you one thing. I and the rest of the team, the leadership team of the school, have a completely open door policy. You will find the doors of our offices never closed. And the reason is this, that we want every parent, every stakeholder of the school to feel as involved in the bringing up of the children as we feel. So if you believe there are ways we can improve, there are ways that we can make the upbringing, the education experience of our children better, please do not hesitate to walk into our office and speak to us and give us your very valuable suggestions so we can continue to better ourselves, improve ourselves, so that we can raise the children in the best possible manner. A good school cannot operate without a good team. I am very, very thankful to our leadership team at the school for the value they bring to this institution. My co-director is Sorika Man, who has put together this program, working tirelessly over the last few weeks to come here, be involved with the children and make sure that as many as almost 500 children were here on stage today, so that all of you can get the opportunity of seeing your children perform on this Founders' Day. So thank you, ma'am, for all those efforts. Our principal, Mr. George, our vice principal, Mrs. Verma, they've been here with us almost 5 years now. And we rest assured in their hands that our children are in a very, very capable and in an environment and under the guidance of people who will give nothing but their very best for the children. They inspire their team, they motivate them, and they make sure that their teachers perform to the best of their ability. You will be happy to note that despite the fact that we are a very young school, most of our teachers are teachers who joined us when the school was founded in 2015. And that speaks a lot about the leadership team of the school. Happy teachers, happy children, teachers who do not want to go to any other school, who want to stay here and give their very best. This is a reflection on the people who are in charge of them, and great credit goes to the principal, the vice principal, the coordinators, and all of them for keeping our teachers very happy. As I said, the teachers have a very, very important role to play in any school. Over the last couple of years, when COVID was at its peak, many of these teachers did not have, the older ones did not have an idea how to use online classes, how quickly they upgraded themselves. And I think all of you saw the amount of effort that these teachers put in. Very often, under very difficult circumstances, children can be very naughty, and especially when they're not in the environment of a classroom, they do tend to be a little more disruptive of the classes. And it was very, very difficult for the teachers to complete their curriculum, and not only complete it, but also to do it efficiently, and to do it in a way that the transfer of learning took place seamlessly, even when the children were sitting thousands of kilometers away. We did face some challenges in that, but I'm delighted that our team of teachers stepped up. They did their very best so that the children did not suffer for the 2 years that they were home. So my salute to my team of teachers who work extremely hard. I invite all of you, when you come to this school on any day, you're welcome to come uninvited and walk through the corridors of our classrooms, and you will see the atmosphere that exists in our classrooms. We are open, and I encourage you that if you're ever around, the day boarding parents or the boarding parents in school on any working day, please come across to the school, and at any time, of course with the permission of the principal and the authorities, walk around our corridors and see what sort of an environment exists in our classroom, and you'll be delighted that your child is a part of this school. A school, a large campus like this one, 35 acres plus, does not operate without the very, very hard-working support staff. Be it our Malis, we have an award-winning campus, as you are all aware. Our sweepers, our guards, our dining hall staff, which keeps our children and teachers well nourished, and all of them who do their very best to make sure that this campus is safe and secure for all of us and our children. A big thank you to all of them. Members of the press who keep highlighting our achievements, and I'm sure that they will be kind enough to cover this function tomorrow in some detail and laud the efforts of all of these children who've been on stage here today. And finally, parents, this is festive season. I'm sure all of you are very eager to take your children back home and spend the next week in a very festive atmosphere at home. On behalf of all of us at the school, the management, the teaching staff, and all of us, I wish all of you and our beloved children a very, very happy Diwali, and may this festival of lights bring with it great joy, great happiness, and may all your dreams come true. So thank you all once again for being here today, and God bless you, Godspeed, and thank you again once again.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Last but not the least, the senior boys will now be presenting the finale dance in the form of Bhangra to a medley of tunes composed by one of the greatest and most popular singers amongst the contemporary youth, Sidhu Moosewala. Let us hold our breath and wait for the vigor to unfold.
O sade wangu sadiani ho blacklisted ਕਾਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੰਡਰਗਰਾਉਂਡ ਬੰਦੇ ਓਏ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੱਕ ਮਾਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਓਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਰਾਜੇ ਹਾਂ ਓ ਸਾਡਾ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੱਲ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾੜਾ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਾਂ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾੜਾ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਾ ਕੰਪੇਅਰ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੈਵਲ ਦੇ